Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel for another update on Bitcoin and Solana Daily. It's currently Thursday, the 15th of February. We've got a ton of updates to dive in today for Bitcoin and Solana, so let's just, as always, start off with the news for Solana. Popular Solana meme coin Bonk is going to be partnering with banking giant Revolut, and they're going to be doing a Bonk Learn and Earn campaign within the Revolut app. Revolut is expected to list Bonk and distribute 1.2 million worth of the meme coin in this Learn and Earn campaign. In other news from the Solana mobile, the founders pre-order window has now closed, so now if you come over and click on pre-order, you no longer get the founders price of $450, you get the early adopter price of $500. I believe there's still going to be a few more stages of this. I believe there's going to be an adopter phase, an investor phase, and just a retail phase. So the price is probably going to keep on going up in $50 increments. And if you haven't locked in your Solana Mobile 2, I highly recommend that you do. If you haven't already locked in your Solana Mobile 2 and you're seeing the price increase and you want to lock in $500, then be sure to use my referral link. I'll leave that in the description down below. Popular Solana NFT dApp Drip is going to be having their own app come onto the App Store very soon. I haven't discussed Drip previously on the channel, however this is something I use daily. If you're new to Solana, if you're new to Solana NFTs, and you want to have a zero entry into the NFT ecosystem in Solana, then you can sign up to Drip. You can claim these Drip tokens every 6 hours, and then you can use these Drips to subscribe to users for 1 Drip, and then they airdrop you their art for completely free. So it's a great way to get into the NFT ecosystem on Sol for completely free. Drip is also one of the popular dApps on Solana, which unlike Dupe and Magic Eden, they haven't really done like a big airdrop yet. So if you get into this now, you start using it daily for completely free, by the way, zero investment sum, just get in, claim droplets, claim NFTs, then, you might be getting an airdrop in the future. Building on from that, Phantom posted that the top 5 featured apps on Phantom this week, number 1 being Solarplex. This is very, very similar to Drip. This is another one of these Solana dApps where you can sign up for completely free, and there are some mints which do cost a very, very small amount, but there are mints which are completely free that you can just, mint for free. So I highly also recommend that you sign up to Solarplex and start claiming some of the artwork. Most of the artwork is pretty crap, some of it is kind of cool, some of it even has a floor price, a very low floor price for $1 or $2 that you can sell it for, so as you're getting it for free, I don't really see a reason why you shouldn't use Solarplex or Drip. In second place for the top 5 featured apps is going to be Bonk Inu. Remember, this is probably because at this moment in time, Bonk is offering a lock mechanism where you can lock your Bonk for up to 6 months to earn up to 2x the amount of Bonk. And if you do lock up to 1 million Bonk, then they're going to be giving you something called a Bonk Dragon. We don't know what that is yet, it's a little bit cryptic. Could it be a token? Could it be an airdrop, an NFT? We don't know yet, but for 1 million Bonk, which I believe is around about $20, don't quote me on that one, I think it's worth just staking. However, I'm going to skip right to the 4th featured app, and that is Star Atlas. Now, this one has kind of flown by a lot of people's radars. Star Atlas is a AAA blockchain NFT based game, and it's going to be launched on the Epic Games Store. If you type in Star Atlas on the Epic Games Store, you can already see this come up. Now this is coming soon, it's in development. I think it should be coming out this year, but they do already have their website live, and they do already have their Atlas token that you can pre-purchase. If I just quickly show you some gameplay, you'll see why it looks really, really cool. Okay, that's enough for now. I just wanted to put this on your radar nonetheless. This is something I have invested into early. The fact that it's been featured on Phantom Explore this week just kind of adds a little bit of momentum to it. In the past couple of days or so, it has been doing quite well, having a nice bounce back from a massive high low. Now just a quick reminder, besides the ones that we've already spoken about, mainly being Drip, we also haven't seen an announcement or an airdrop from Phantom, Bird Eye, Backpack, or Soulflare that they're going to be doing an airdrop at this moment in time. So, what is my advice in terms of these? even if you don't love these products, make sure you use them. For example, Backpack, this isn't my favorite wallet of all time. I much prefer Phantom. Solflare, I prefer Phantom, but nonetheless, I use all of these just in case there is going to be an airdrop. And in fact, I've already received a small airdrop from Solflare before, one of their kind of like NFT themes in their wallet from years ago. Maybe in the future it will be worth something, maybe not, but just for an extra wallet, like I have so many wallets on Phantom. In total, I've got over 100 wallets between Phantom, Solflare, Backpack, and the Magic Eden NFT wallet. So, you know, just kind of building these wallets out, having them for different purposes, having a vault like this one over here where you only stake. I think that's a good idea. This is an account where I only stake whales. This is an account where I only stake NFTs. This is like a day trading account, child support, drip. This is just a wallet purely for drip. This wallet is called Dancing. It's just a wallet that I have for tokens, which are gifts, which, you know, kind of dance in your wallet. That's a tip jar. This is a wallet that I've got linked to Backpack. This is just a random wallet where I do whatever. This is a mint burner, so if I'm going to be minting something which isn't on Magic Eden, I'll mint it here. This is the account that I staked that bonk on in a previous video, so I think it's just useful to just have different wallets for, you know, one purpose only. And that way in the future, if let's say Bonk comes out and says, hey guys, if you staked Bonk, then your wallet will be, you know, allowed this airdrop. And then you can say, okay, I know which wallet I staked Bonk on. I've only done it on this wallet, so it just kind of makes everything easy. So what do I recommend? Create more wallets, have them for individual purposes, and use and farm all of these different dApps and applications on Solana which haven't yet done airdrops. In other news, Magic Eden is doing a Claynosaurz Open Edition. So if you come over to Magic Eden and click on this, it will take you over to the Google Chrome store and implore you to download the Magic Eden wallet. Once you've downloaded the Magic Eden wallet and either created a new seed phrase or just backed it up with another one, then you can come and mint this collectible in the wallet. So let's go and claim this, continue, mint. You're only going to have to pay the gas fee for this one. And there we go, boom, we've just minted this for free. Also, just a heads up, the DJ and Ape Academy will be doing their own Magic Eden wallet open edition on the 21st of February. Most of these last for about a week, so it's not like you have to rush in. And because there's an unlimited supply, you don't really need to worry about anything. Now, do I think either of these NFT collections will be worth anything significant in the future? No, but number one, they're free. And number two, if you didn't know, if like myself, you've got lots of different wallets on Phantom, you can actually click on the NFT that you've just minted and you can set that as your avatar. So now you can see that random wallet has a specific NFT assigned to it. So it just kind of helps to break things up. And when I look at these different NFTs, I say, hey, you know, this is my Trash Panda wallet. I know that I've got my Trash Panda staked. Hey, this is my vault with my YouTube NFT. I know that this is where I've only got my YouTube NFT and my Solana staked. So just kind of helps to break things up. So the only reason why I'm minting these is because it kind of gives you a cool icon on Phantom. Other than that, not too much point in doing it, other than a small piece of history. Moving on to the Bitcoin news. Now, founder and CEO of CryptoQuant.com, I'm not going to try and pronounce this guy's name, predicts that Bitcoin could reach 112k this year, driven by ETF flows. This is based on the price prediction based on the realized cap. Now, the upper bound of the realized cap is currently sitting at 112k. And he highlights that due to the ETF inflows, so far totaling 9.5 billion in the past month, this could potentially boost the realized cap by $114 billion per year. So even with the GBTC outflows, a $76 billion rise could elevate the realized cap from 451 billion to 527 up to as high as 565 billion. Meaning that because of the spot ETF inflows, this could potentially help push Bitcoin up to its ceiling price on the realized cap of 112,000 in this year, with a worst case scenario being 55k. Now you can see different cycles have different narratives. Throughout all of these different bull runs, there's been a different reason to rally. However, with all of these different narratives, we have managed to push up to the ceiling price on the realized cap. And as you can see, 2024 price for the CEO of CryptoQuant is up here at $112,000. Now, I think this is very, very likely. Now, I personally don't think Bitcoin's going to go to like $1 million this cycle. I would be surprised if it didn't get above 100, 112,000. I think it probably pushes up a little bit further than that, maybe 150. I don't want to be too bullish because obviously the market cap is exceptionally high right now. I think especially with the ETF dynamic, it kind of changes things. Maybe we won't see as crazy bull runs, maybe we won't see as crazy bear markets, and we'll just see, more of a slow and steady grind up. Either way, just thought this was some interesting research, kind of in line with what I've been pointing out with the spot ETF inflows, so just wanted to present this data with you. Either way, in terms of yesterday's cumulative spot ETF flows on the 14th of February, we saw another strong day with 340 billion worth of cumulative flows for the Bitcoin ETFs. Now, GBTC still in the negative, sitting around about 130 million for yesterday. However, strong flows from BlackRock, Fidelity, Bitwise and ARK propped up the markets once again, with once again new all-time highs for cumulative flows happening every single day. So, there we go. There was a lot of news to discuss in today's video. In terms of the charts though, there's not an awful lot to update. So I'm just going to kind of let you know quickly what I'm looking at. Now on the daily time frame yesterday, look at this bullish engulfing candle, an absolute whiplash back up to the upside. If we come over to the 15-minute time frame, you can see literally about an hour or so ago, we came up to almost 53,000. We've had a slight correction from then. At least at this moment in time, we've created a higher low. I would once again be a little bit cautious around these regions. It's kind of the same thing that I highlighted in the past few videos. Now, I'm not being bearish at all. Remember, for the past few weeks or so, we've been talking about this insanely bullish price target all the way up here at 53,600, the first CME gap. And I told you, at least in my opinion, when we come up to this CME gap, and then if we do manage to push up, because I'm still of the opinion that we can push up to as high as the 786 fib at 58,000. However, I told you round about these regions is where I'm going to be a little bit more risk off, and at which point I'd be expecting a correction to come for, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks or so, because we have been blasting up for the past few weeks from 38.5 all the way up to 53,000. Now, technically on the daily, weekly, whatever you're looking at, we haven't quite breached the target of the CME. So we came very, very close to hitting my first price target of 53,500 when we came up today at 53,300, 53,000 on some exchanges. But the CME chart is what matters because, of course, we're looking at the CME gap on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. This is really the only chart where you need to see it hit 53.5. On the daily time frame, I will once again highlight in terms of the EMA ribbons, we're miles away. In terms of the 50 TMA, we're miles away, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that once again, the TMA strategy that we gave you about a week or so ago was telling you to long at 44,350. I just don't want any of you to be watching my videos for the first time and think, oh, he's telling you to long now. No, I was saying according to the 50 TMA strategy back here at 43.4, that was a good place to long, according to the 50 TMA. Round about this region is kind of a region of overextension. Now, I'm not selling anything into this rally. I'm personally just going to be looking for opportunities if a dip does come. That's what I want to let you know. I think we can push up further. We haven't filled 53.5. We haven't hit the 786 at 58. But that in the immediate short term is kind of where I think we'll top out in the, midterm. On the daily though, we are just very, very overextended right now. I do think we can push up a little bit further, but I do just want to hazard caution. Look at the stochastic RSI right now. I have mentioned this before, and this was one of the reasons why I said I think we're just going to have a mind-boggling jerk back up to the upside, is because we had a top in the stochastic, we were set down to 80, and we pushed up. And remember when I told you this, typically when you have a quote-unquote double top in the stock, if you don't back test the data, that sounds really bad. But what normally happens with the double tops in the stock is if you top up once and the price comes down and corrects, but then you kind of just immediately push back up, you normally have something like this, like the price just absolutely violates to the upside. We've seen this time after time again, especially in a bull run. I'll kind of just show you instances where we've topped out, come down, not really corrected, and you push back up on the stock. Normally you have something like this, and it normally does have a short-term blow off top when the stock corrects. So I really think within the next week or so, we're probably going to see the price top out for the next 7 to 14 days. We're going to have a correction, and that's going to give you a good entry on the projects that you've been looking at. Now, in terms of Solana, we're still looking at the same structure. We're still expecting that final 5-wave push up to the upside. I will, however, just hazard a little bit of caution because it's not my prediction, but if we do top out here, then the 5-wave could already be complete. And we could already be seeing, an ABC correction down to the downside. And then we just kind of, witness a bigger 5-wave whenever it does happen. I'm still letting you know, I think especially because Bitcoin hasn't filled the CME gap at 53.5, there is the likelihood that we could push up for the next week or so. But I would, once again, really emphasize caution. I do think we are nearing a local top. I think this correction is going to give you the opportunity to buy the dip, enter positions if you haven't already kind of packed your bags. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm seeing. When we have that next correction and we get ready for that next final blast to the upside, I'm not saying this is the end of the bull run. I'm talking about in terms of things like the Elliott wave count. So for example, let's say somewhere around about this region is the end of this 5-wave. So that's the end of our 3rd wave. So this would be meaning we have like an ABC, we come down, we have wave 4, and then this wave 5, while I'm not saying that's the end of the bull run or anything like that, that's when I think things like, Bitcoin can come up to their previous all-time highs. That's when I think Solana can come up to the 618 at $166. And it sounds kind of crazy, but guys, look at Ethereum right now. This is the fractal we've been talking about. If we saw this fractal play out, this is what caused the alt-season in the previous cycle. Now, we're literally copy and paste fractaling this at this moment in time on ETH. So ETH is looking very strong. ETH is also looking very strong against Bitcoin right now. So we're seeing a slight narrative switch. If Ethereum keeps on outperforming Bitcoin, we're probably going to see an alt season when Bitcoin starts to stall out. So that's all I've got for today, my friends. As always, hope you enjoy the content. Not an awful lot to update in terms of the TA because really we're kind of at the same prices as yesterday. It's more of a news update today. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, smash like, smash comment, share the videos with your friends. Remember, if you're considering getting a Solana Mobile 2, use my referral code. I'll see you soon. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. I'm out. Peace.